guys, myself Jeevan. In this series, we are gonna learn JavaScript from basics to advanced. Introduction to JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language used to make websites interactive. While HTML structures a web page and CSS styles it, JavaScript adds behavior to it, like animation, pop-ups, and user interactions. Like consider skeleton as in HTML and muscles as CSS and nervous system as JavaScript and soul as backend. So without soul, there is no point of our body, right? That's the same. Without backend, there is no point for a website to run. Without nervous system, we cannot actually interact with other people, right? That's the same case. Without JavaScript, a user cannot interact with website or a web page. So this is the watch I want to buy in future. So currently in the cart, it has 0. So if I click add to cart in it, it changes to 1. So this is what and a small example of a JavaScript. And there are many in this website which uses JavaScript and many more. It's a small example in it. So guys, now we are going to learn JavaScript in Visual Studio Code. Open file and open folder. And in here, let's create a new folder. Name it as learning.js. Select folder and let's create a file in it. First, let's create an HTML file. Learn it as js.html maybe. Okay, let's create a basic structure of HTML. Let's remove this unnecessary things and let's name it as a title as learning JavaScript. Learning JS. Okay, Control S. And then we are going to open with a live server. So if you don't have a live server, go for extensions and search for live server. Just install it. Okay. Now, so guys, let us write something in our website. Let's write it as hello JavaScript and let's save it, Control S, and we are going to open our page. So it's definitely working. So in this page, let's right click and go for inspection and then console. And then here, up here, it's empty now. Now let us open our Visual Studio Code and let's write our some script. So the script tag is nothing but a JavaScript. Let us write console.log and let us write like, please, Priya, unblock me. It's just my personal message to my ex. Don't worry about it. Now let's save it and let's open our website. So it shows in our console block. For example, let's write console.log hello. So it works, guys. Now let me show you another example. I'm using alert, and in this we can type any message like hello boy, and we'll save it. And now it pop-ups like hello boy. Like we can change it if we want, like hello control s, like it pop-ups. So it's just an example of JavaScript. Now what we are going to do is we're going to run this JavaScript in another file. Like so, what we are going to do, we are going to create a source file. Like we are going to write something like script.js. It's must and should that we have to mention JS in so that like if when we are creating a new file like script.js, so it's must to mention JS in the end for a JavaScript file. So in this JavaScript file, what we are going to create an alert again. In this alert, let's type a message or something else. I don't know. Now see, it pop-ups. So that's how it works. Let me teach you what is a variable. A variable is used to store data in JavaScript. Think of it like a box where you keep things, like a boolean value true, like numbers, or a string, like name. To declare a variable, we use three types, like var, let, and const. In most of the cases, we use let to declare a variable, and we use const if we don't want the value of the variable to change in it. And these are the rules for assigning variables. Please check it out. And what is a variable is, now we are going to declare a variable by using let, and we name it as my x equal to, let's write down her name, Priya, and we'll try to print it in console, and we'll save it. So it successfully we have printed our x name. Now we'll try to change my x name to some other girl name like Mega, and we'll try to print it again in console block. We'll save it. So we have successfully changed the value in the variable. We use the const. When we use the variable named as const, we cannot change it. For example, we use pi equal to 3.14, and we'll try to print it. We'll save it. So we have successfully printed, but now we'll try to change it. We'll try to change it like pi equal to 1 point something value. and we'll print out in console. Copy, paste. But so it gives us a error because we have assigned it in the constant variable. So we cannot change the value in the variable if we use const. We can also use var in it, but it really doesn't matter. If we save, it doesn't change anything. But we prefer using let because it's the modern way. Now let me teach you what is a data type is. Now we know that this is a variable. My x is a variable, and this is a string actually. So any name or any words in this is a string. If it's a number, then that data type is numbers. To explain you in a brief way, this the name like a Priya or something name is a string, and numbers and booleans are true or false. We'll learn about it later. And then undefined if we didn't mention any assigned value to it, and it's a null if it's an empty value. And in non-primitive side, we can store multiple values. In primitive data types, we can store only single value, like name or number, by either true or false. But in non-primitive side, we can store multiple values. Like for example, array, we can store multiple values like apple, banana, mango into a single one, into a single data type. And object is also similar. We can mention name and age of a person. I'll explain you in Visual Studio Code now. Let me show you what is an arrays. So in this, fruits is a variable and this is an array. In the variable fruits, we assign values like apple, banana, mango in a single variable fruits. So we can console it. So it appears all the values which we assign in the variable fruit. In the array, if we want only the first value to see, then we assign the value number 0 for the first value and we save it. So it appears only apple. If we want second value in an array, we click 1 and we save it. It appears banana. If you want 3, it's the same like. Oh, I mean, it's not 3, it's 1, it's 2. It's mango. So now we'll see what is an object is. So in an object, this is name, age, is married, and all comes under objects, and person is a variable. In all these objects are present in this variable. So now we'll console it. When we console it, it appears his name, age, and is married is false. Now if we want only the his name, now we here in the object we mention dot name and we save it. It appears only his name. If you want only his age, we remove the name and we click age. Now his age will appear.